Okay, so I've got the rear channel out. This, ignore this, as this was me experimenting. You will need to have some shorter screws, a little bit shorter screws for this one and this one, because they're going to come up. I notched this just a little bit so that this one would clear, but it's not needed. It's just easier to pick up a couple of shorter screws. And the reason is because it sits right down here against the back of those nuts. And this is, that's how it sits in there. So you can see the little bit of an angle that I put on it. Again, I've got the tang, which the sun's a little bit bright, makes it kind of hard to see. Anyway, it works just like the front, and when the channel goes up in there, bear with me, I'm trying to do this left-handed, old video camera. Let me try it. There we go. Alright. So it goes, wiggle it right up into place. Change hands. I'm not good left-handed. Alright, so there it is. And it stays. That's it from the inside. You can see this one has just a little bit of clearance. These guys up here, right up against the top bolts, and this goes right nice and snug up against the door. Pull it out again. And I'll show. So this is the modified one that works with the one-piece glass. This is the original. Actually, they're mirror image, so I gotta flip around. So you can see, all I did was just split this along this line, this bend, and slid this whole thing down. Put a couple tack welds on it, and it keeps the same profile. Don't have to change any of the, it doesn't change any of the angles of the channel guide or any of that stuff. And what I did for the tank, this is the piece that I've got for that door. So there's my length. What I did was I measured, this is the top of the door right here. So that's the top of the door. This is the top of the material below it. So all I did was just basically, I got a little piece of scrap metal and line those lines up put a couple of tack welds on it, and then a screwdriver to pull it away, and that's it. For my angle, all I did was take a die grinder and cut a little 1/8 inch groove with the die grinder on both of these verticals, and then just put a little bend in it until it laid out where I wanted it to, and then welded that. And that's pretty much all I did. Well, that is all I did. There's no other twists or bends or anything like that. I still have to hit the wire wheel and clean it up, give it a coat of paint. Again, so this is the one that works. This is the clip, and you can see how the material goes right down on that clip, and it just holds it right there. There's no way that window material is going down. It can't go up because the top part is up against the top of the door, and as the window goes down, it can't go down because it's underneath that little clip. For those that want to make your own, I just happen to have some 5/8 square tubing laying around, and a little more time consuming than actually having channel, but all I did was to put it in my saw and just cut right along the, cut one side off of it, and that gave me my channel. Perfect size, 5/8 by 1/2 inch. And then the scrap that I used, that's what I made these. That's what I made these little tangs with. So just using the stuff that we had laying around. If you have it laying around, awesome. If you got to go buy it, well, if you buy 5/8 by 1/2 inch, that's exactly what it takes. If not, just do whatever you can get that's the closest. You also cannot really take this wider channel it doesn't fit. So the rear 7/8 inch wide channel does not fit at the front of the door, so you don't want to do that. It only will fit here at the back of the door. So I guess you probably could, get some 3/4 wide and do both of them in 3/4 wide, and it would probably work. Be a good happy medium. So anyway, that's it. These are my mirror images. The painted one is the one that we know works. It's in that door. The raw metal is for the right door, which I'll be doing, and I didn't put any twists in them. I just put a very, very slight bend at the top.